Hey guys, so I'm finally back from Lithuania from attending the Bone China Ceramic Symposium, and so I arrived back in the UK. When was it? I think it was Saturday evening at 11. So it was pretty late, I guess. But anyway, I'm back in the studio and just. Yeah, so I thought it'd be interesting just to upload another video and talk about a little bit about my experience out there. But anyway, I mean, it's good to be back in the UK. In some way, I think the weather is probably not as good as what it was, out there in Lithuania. The weather out there was just really hot. It was probably somewhere between 25 to 30 most of the time. And then coming back here, it's like all rain and a bit gloomy. It feels like winter. Anyway, I mean, that aside, it's good to be back in the studio, and I can just get back to making now and finishing these pieces. But anyway, I thought in this video I'd talk a little bit about my experience out there and kind of what I observed from being out there. It really got me thinking about what is ceramic art, and I've had that feeling quite a few times now, because this isn't my first time I've been to Europe and seen the kind of ceramic art scene in Europe. Because I've been to Germany and seen the ceramic art there. Been to Slovenia and seen the ceramic art there, and then took part in an exhibition in Romania. I haven't personally been to Romania, but saw the ceramic art listed in the catalogue. And it just got me thinking about the different kind of styles between the UK and Europe. And it got me thinking that, the ceramic art style in the UK seems to be more design-based, more vessel-based, to create that kind of recognizable form. And I think even with these pieces, I realised my work is quite design-based. They're very kind of clean. It's about the line, it's about simple shape, it's about pattern and vivid colour. They are very, they have that designed kind of element or style to it. And and from observing the style in Europe, I realised that it's more, that ceramic style seems to be more, more expressive and more kind of sculptural or abstract. And I noticed there's this kind of relationship between the maker and the material, and in some ways the style seems to be about the kind of line, or kind of expressing a kind of line, almost like drawing through clay. So I realised there's quite a big aesthetic difference between ceramic art in Europe and ceramic art in the UK, from what I've experienced so far. I mean, sure, there's, say for example, some of the work at the exhibition that we held in Lithuania. You could say some of the work has a designed element, but at the same time there's a lot of work that has those kind of stylistic kind of qualities that I was just talking about, expressive and sculpture abstract and relationship between the maker and material. And I also noticed that when I went to Slovenia as well for an exhibition that had my work in, and yeah, there was other artists there approaching clay from that kind of perspective, from just trying to use it in a sculptural way and not really thinking about creating like a relationship to the vessel, to pottery. It's very abstract, it's very open to interpretation. I think that's really interesting. I think that's what I've come across that, quite a few times now. And I think that's what I find really interesting about the ceramic styles between the UK and Europe. But I think, that's just been my kind of observation so far. And I don't know, I wonder what you guys think. I mean, have you guys experienced any similar feelings? I mean, do you feel there is a ceramic style within the UK? Or likewise, have you seen a noticeable ceramic style with ceramic art in Europe? That'd be quite interesting to find out, really. But that's just been my observation, since coming back. Yeah, because that really got me thinking, what is ceramic art in the UK? What is that kind of style? What is ceramic art in Europe? What is that kind of style that kind of defines that? Yeah, it's really interesting. Yeah, how different countries have their own perspective and different aesthetic, or different different way of seeing, or a different way of using the material. That's really interesting, really got me thinking. And I think, so after coming back from Lithuania, that really kind of opened my eyes to that kind of perspective and got me thinking about those kind of styles. And I guess that's why we're always, like myself and my wife, we're always, applying for opportunities outside of the UK because I think there's more of an acceptance of that kind of ceramic art that we're doing within Europe. Because a lot of the ceramic art that I make is very abstract. I mean, it has got some of those styles or aesthetics that I was talking about that's recognisable to the UK, so maybe design elements. In some of my work, maybe there is a slight reference to the vessel, although I've been trying to kind of shift away from it and trying to kind of explore other sculptural possibilities. But I guess maybe that's the interesting thing with ceramics, is that it has that relationship to tradition, to function. Yes, that's really interesting. Yeah, so that's why, we always feel that we often have opportunities outside of the UK, because perhaps their sense of what is art or what is ceramic art is different to what is ceramic art in the UK. So I think that's interesting. And especially now where everything is so globalized, and you don't have to do everything in your homeland. You can stretch out, you can find opportunities outside of your homeland and look further afield. So because you realise yeah, you realise that every country has a different way of doing things, and if your style or if your ideas aren't necessarily connecting to your homeland, where you kind of live, it can be more relatable to another group of people from another country. So that's really interesting. Yeah. And I always, so whenever I go to a new country, I always opens up my eyes to a new perspective, and I learn something new. And then when I come back, it's almost like I look at the UK in a different way. Yeah, so I mean, obviously the symposium's finished now, and it was, I think it was just over 3 weeks of actually, doing the event. I think, I went out there with intentionally just 1 week to make, and then 1 week to finish, fire and glaze everything, and then the final week for preparing the show. And we managed to stick to that schedule pretty well. And I think that's a good thing, going out there with that schedule, and it's like, okay, this is what you need to do, we need to get it done by this time, because there's only a certain amount of kilns that you can use and resources. So I think it was good sticking to that schedule. But I think I just enjoyed the time out there to, work with the porcelain, the bone china porcelain, and try something new. And you can see, what was created in my last video. I think it's called Ceramic Bone China Symposium 2020 Vlog 5. So you'll be able to see the finished pieces, what I created there, and the exhibition. So feel free to watch that if you like. But yeah, anyway, I just thought I'd give like a brief kind of conclusion of what I learned or what I observed from going there, and thought I'd share that with you. And yeah, because it's just interesting just seeing the different possibilities of ceramic art and what is possible. And it really got me thinking a lot, that symposium, about the material and about new ideas and new possibilities, and made me realise that trying something new may be challenging, maybe difficult, but it's not impossible. And I realised that, just gotta go there with an open mind. And I realised that I just wanted to be there to experiment, and not really be too serious about having something that's perfect or perfectly finished. I mean, obviously I wanted to achieve some results that I was pleased with, and I was happy with the results. But I think from what I learned was it's an opportunity to learn, try something new and experiment. And that really got me thinking a lot. And obviously being in a new country, just got me thinking about what is ceramic art, what is ceramic art in the UK, and what is ceramic art in Europe. So anyway, that's just my conclusion from that experience. And just thought I'd share that with you and share what I learned. And but like I said, if you want to watch the exhibition, feel free to see the previous video. And so thank you very much for watching. And and if you like the videos that I'm putting out there, feel free to subscribe to the channel and like the video, or comment if you find if this has got you thinking about new ideas, or got you wondering about some things, like what is ceramic art. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.